There are moments in life when everything feels heavier than it should. You're doing the right things, praying, staying disciplined, yet instead of progress, you're facing pressure. Instead of answers, you're facing silence. And a question keeps repeating in your mind. Why is this happening to me right now? What if this season is not meant to stop you, but to shape you? What if the struggle is not a sign of rejection, but a signal that something big is coming? What if the testing you're facing is proof that you are closer to success than you think? Today is not about motivation alone. This is about understanding why pressure increases before promotion, why resistance rises before purpose is revealed, and why God often tests you right before your greatest breakthrough. If you've ever felt delayed, challenged, stretched, or misunderstood, this message is for you. Before the greatest elevation in your life, there is almost always a season that feels uncomfortable, confusing, and unfair. That season is not accidental. It is intentional. Testing is not punishment sent to break you. It is preparation designed to build you. When God is getting ready to entrust you with more, He first exposes you to pressure, not to harm you, but to strengthen you. Nothing valuable is released without being tested, because untested strength collapses under real responsibility. What you call hardship is often heaven's training ground, shaping your endurance, sharpening your discernment, and aligning your spirit with the weight of what is coming. If success arrived without preparation, it would destroy you instead of elevate you. That is why the testing comes first, because preparation always precedes promotion. In preparation seasons, life seems slower, heavier, and more demanding. Prayers appear unanswered, effort seems unnoticed, and progress feels delayed. But delay does not mean absence. Development often happens quietly. While you are questioning the timing, God is building your capacity. He is expanding your tolerance for pressure, stretching your patience, and strengthening your faith. Testing forces you to confront yourself. It removes the comfort of excuses and reveals the depth of your commitment. Preparation is uncomfortable because growth always demands change, and change challenges familiarity. What feels like resistance is often resistance against the old version of you that cannot survive the next level. Testing also refines motives. It exposes why you want what you are asking for. Are you seeking success for validation or for purpose? Are you pursuing elevation to be seen or to serve? God prepares you by stripping away shallow desires so that when success comes, it does not redefine you. The test purifies intention, ensuring that what you receive does not become your identity. Without preparation, blessings become burdens and opportunities become traps. God prepares you so that success becomes a tool, not a master. Closely connected to preparation is character, because God never releases success into untested character. Skill may open doors, but character determines how long you stay inside. Character is what carries influence without corruption and authority without arrogance. God is not impressed by talent alone. Talent can be borrowed, copied, or learned, but character must be formed. That is why the testing often targets integrity, humility, obedience, and consistency. These are not developed in moments of applause, but in seasons of obscurity. When character is being tested, you are often given opportunities to compromise. Shortcuts appear. Easier paths present themselves. You are tempted to abandon principles for progress. This is not coincidence. This is examination. God watches how you respond when no one is clapping, when obedience costs you something, and when doing the right thing delays visible reward. Success without character creates public collapse, but success built on character produces lasting impact. God tests character before success, because success amplifies what already exists. If pride is present, success will magnify it. If greed is hidden, success will expose it. If insecurity is buried, success will reveal it. That is why God addresses internal weaknesses before external elevation. The test is not about whether you can achieve success, but whether success can trust you. Can you remain grounded when celebrated? Can you remain faithful when rewarded? Can you remain humble when elevated? The testing of character also teaches stewardship. God wants to know if you can manage small responsibilities before receiving greater ones. Faithfulness in hidden places qualifies you for visible platforms. What you do when the reward is small reveals how you will behave when the reward is great. God is not delaying you to frustrate you. He is examining you to protect you. He understands that untested character will sabotage destiny, and destiny mishandled becomes destruction. So he tests, refines, and prepares, shaping you into someone who can carry success without losing purpose, handle influence without losing integrity, and receive abundance without losing alignment. Pressure is not something that arrives to crush you. It arrives to reveal you. When promotion is near, life has a way of applying weight to your spirit, your decisions, and your faith. Pressure exposes what is already inside, not what is missing. Just like heat reveals the purity of gold, pressure reveals the truth of a person. It uncovers hidden fears, silent strengths, unresolved motives, and untested convictions. Many people pray for elevation, but are surprised when pressure follows. They expect celebration, not confrontation. But pressure is the environment where readiness is proven, because promotion does not create character, it reveals it. When pressure increases, reactions become honest. There is no room for performance. You either respond with discipline or emotion, faith or fear, obedience or compromise. Pressure removes masks. It shows how you handle disappointment, how you speak when frustrated, how you treat people when stressed, and how you make decisions when the outcome is uncertain. This is why pressure often comes before influence. If pressure exposes instability, promotion would magnify it. If pressure reveals immaturity, success would broadcast it. God allows pressure not to embarrass you, but to expose what must be corrected before elevation. Pressure also exposes priorities. When life becomes heavy, what you protect first reveals what you value most. Do you protect your principles or your comfort? Do you protect your integrity or your image? Do you protect your faith or your feelings? Pressure forces alignment. It brings clarity. It strips away distractions and reveals what truly matters. Under pressure, you discover what you are anchored to, because anything without a strong foundation will shift when weight is applied. Promotion is never about position alone. It is about responsibility. Pressure prepares you to carry responsibility without collapsing. It strengthens your emotional endurance, your spiritual resilience, and your mental focus. The reason some people fall apart at the next level is because they were never trained under weight. Pressure conditions you. It teaches you to stand firm when everything around you is unstable. Without pressure, promotion becomes overwhelming instead of empowering. Closely connected to pressure is delay, and delay is often misunderstood. Many interpret delay as denial, but delay is actually development in disguise. What feels like waiting is often working. While you are waiting for movement, growth is taking place internally. Delay stretches patience, deepens trust, and strengthens discipline. It teaches you how to remain faithful without immediate reward and committed without constant confirmation. Delay removes entitlement and replaces it with endurance. Development requires time because maturity cannot be rushed. Strength that lasts is built slowly. Delay allows lessons to settle, wisdom to form, and discernment to mature. If advancement happened too quickly, you would arrive before you were ready. Delay protects you from stepping into responsibilities that would overwhelm your current capacity. It is not a setback, it is a safeguard. Delay also separates desire from dedication. Many want the result, but few are willing to endure the process. Waiting reveals whether your commitment is based on passion or purpose. Passion fades when progress slows, but purpose remains steady. Delay tests whether you will remain consistent when motivation disappears. It proves whether your faith is dependent on outcomes or rooted in conviction. During delay, God builds unseen strength. He sharpens judgment, develops patience, and stabilizes emotions. He prepares you to manage success with wisdom instead of impulse. Delay teaches you to trust timing instead of forcing outcomes. Rushed success often leads to regret, but developed success produces stability. Delay ensures that when doors finally open, you are not just excited, but equipped. What feels like being held back is often God holding you together. Delay is not absence of progress. It is progress happening beneath the surface. While you are waiting, you are becoming. While nothing seems to be changing around you, everything is being shaped within you. Delay is not God saying no. It is God saying not yet, because what is coming requires a stronger foundation, a deeper faith, and a more disciplined version of you. Resistance is not random, it is strategic. When purpose is near, opposition intensifies because advancement always threatens comfort, habits, and limitations. The closer you move towards significance, the louder resistance becomes. It shows up as doubt, distraction, criticism, fatigue, and unexpected obstacles. Many people misinterpret resistance as a sign to stop, but resistance often confirms that you are moving in the right direction. Easy paths rarely lead to meaningful purpose. If nothing is pushing back against you, it usually means you are not pushing forward. Resistance increases when growth is imminent because purpose demands expansion, and expansion disrupts the familiar. Old mindsets resist new discipline. Old environments resist new standards. Even people may resist the version of you that refuses to stay small. This resistance is not meant to intimidate you. It is meant to identify what must be overcome. Every level of purpose has a corresponding level of opposition because purpose requires strength, and strength is only revealed through resistance. Resistance also exposes commitment. When pressure rises, excuses lose power. You discover how serious you are about your calling when persistence becomes costly. Anyone can move forward when conditions are comfortable, but purpose demands progress even when conditions are hostile. Resistance separates interest from intention. It reveals whether you are chasing convenience or conviction. Those who retreat at the first sign of difficulty were never prepared to carry the responsibility of purpose. Purpose does not announce itself quietly. It provokes opposition because it threatens stagnation. Resistance challenges you to mature, to refine your discipline, and to deepen your focus. It demands clarity. You can no longer afford distraction when resistance rises. You must decide what matters and what does not. Resistance forces alignment because divided focus collapses under pressure. The closer you are to purpose, the more precise your decisions must become. Alongside resistance is endurance, because endurance is what qualifies you for lasting success. Success without endurance is temporary. Many reach success, but few sustain it, because endurance is not built in moments of excitement, but in seasons of consistency. Endurance is the ability to remain disciplined when results are slow, faithful when recognition is absent, and committed when motivation fades. It is not glamorous, but it is essential. Endurance proves capacity. It shows that you can carry responsibility without burning out or breaking down. It teaches emotional stability, mental resilience, and spiritual strength. Without endurance, success becomes overwhelming. Opportunities feel heavy. Influence becomes stressful. Endurance prepares you to handle growth without losing balance. It trains you to remain grounded under pressure and focused under distraction. Endurance also refines perspective. It teaches you that progress is not always visible, but it is always valuable. Those who endure understand that consistency compounds over time. Small disciplines practiced daily produce massive results eventually. Endurance eliminates impatience and replaces it with wisdom. It trains you to respect timing and trust process. Those who endure stop chasing quick wins and start building lasting impact. Lasting success requires endurance because influence attracts demand. People expect more from you when you are elevated. Pressure increases, responsibility multiplies, and expectations rise. Without endurance, success becomes a burden instead of a blessing. Endurance equips you to serve without resentment and lead without exhaustion. It stabilizes your character when circumstances fluctuate. Endurance also protects purpose. It prevents you from quitting prematurely and abandoning assignments that require time to mature. Many fail, not because they lack ability, but because they lack stamina. Endurance keeps you steady when emotions fluctuate and outcomes are uncertain. It anchors you to purpose when circumstances attempt to pull you away. Resistance reveals proximity to purpose, and endurance determines whether you reach it. One shows how close you are, the other proves whether you are qualified to stay. Together, they shape maturity, deepen faith, and strengthen resolve. Resistance sharpens you. Endurance sustains you. Both are necessary because purpose is not reached by talent alone, And success is not sustained by passion alone. It is endurance that carries you through resistance, and resistance that trains you for endurance, ensuring that when success arrives, it does not fade, collapse, or consume you, but stands firm, stable, and impactful over time. Now you understand that testing is not punishment, it is preparation. God does not test to destroy, He tests to develop. Before success is released, character must be formed. Before promotion is given, pressure must reveal what already exists inside you. The fire was never meant to consume you. It was meant to refine you. You've learned that pressure does not arrive randomly. Pressure exposes maturity, priorities, and stability. Promotion does not create strength. It reveals it. That is why pressure comes first, because success will magnify whatever already lives within you. God allows pressure so weaknesses can be corrected in private before they are exposed in public. You now see that delay is not denial. Delay is development. While you were waiting, patience was being built. While nothing seemed to move externally, everything was being shaped internally. Delay protected you from arriving too early and collapsing under responsibility you were not yet ready to carry. You also understand that resistance increases when purpose is near. Opposition is not a signal to retreat. It is confirmation that you are advancing. Purpose disrupts comfort, and resistance rises to test your commitment. And finally, you've seen why endurance qualifies you for lasting success. Talent may take you far, but endurance keeps you there. Passion may start the journey, but consistency finishes it. Every test you face is shaping you into someone who can handle influence without losing integrity, success without losing humility, and blessing without losing alignment. Nothing you endured was wasted. Every delay, every resistance, every pressure was working together to prepare you for something that must last, not just arrive.